What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Joey, JcM, and we're back talking about the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. The floodgates are starting to open. We're starting to see leaks and everything like that. In the previous video, we talked about one idea that we had, and now we're going to talk about another idea about the Nintendo Switch 2 and what it should have to differentiate it from the original Switch. In the first video, we touched on how your boy, JcM, was the first one to predict the Nintendo Switch. If you look at the thumbnails, craziness, 6 months before any major place did. This time around, we're not really doing predictions, but just things that I think Nintendo Switch 2 should have to differentiate it from the original Switch. Because you know Nintendo always likes to be different. Every system obviously is going to have its differences, but Nintendo really likes to be different. So you know, even though they said that this is a sequel system, you know that they're thinking about ways to make this different and different reasons to buy this one from the original Nintendo Switch. Now, this thought especially, like I mentioned in the first video also, another prediction that I did have was a Nintendo system with a screen on it that you can plug into the TV and stuff like that. But that one I did not put out there. So that's why especially this thought right here, I've had it for a while and I'm like, let me put it out there so I don't miss out on that one just in case. But the thing is, so we're talking about how is Switch 2 going to be different, right? A lot of people talk about Nintendo and achievements. Now, Nintendo and achievements, I don't know, in a way, I almost like that Nintendo doesn't have achievements, kinda, because it kind of differentiates from the other system. It's a different vibe, it's a different feel, and I'm kind of good with it, you know? But if Nintendo did do achievements, and is it time for Nintendo to do achievements? So, this thought I had for a while about if and how Nintendo did finally implement achievements is this. Okay, so achievements, the main thing about them, they're kind of based on points and kind of competition-ish, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's 3 levels, right? With Xbox, you have it's kind of straight points, right? With PlayStation, a little bit different, a little more lighter. You have trophies and stuff like that. So that's kind of in the mid-ground to where it's not just strictly numbers. You kind of get something metaphorically tangible or something like that. But now with Nintendo, let's take it to the 3rd level. With Nintendo, I have this vision of achievements to where they're things that go into your town. A Mii-Verse world. Who remembers Mii-Verse? People loved Mii-Verse on the Wii U. It was so awesome. But that was Mii-Verse. Now we're talking about Mii-Verse World. A place where you can go in, click on somebody's name, and you go into this town, right? And the town, and depending on how many achievements, quote unquote, you have, the town is filled with certain things. Now, depending on what achievement you get, on PlayStation, like I said, you have bronze, silver, gold, platinum as well, right? So kind of the same idea, but say you're playing a Mario game and you beat the game and maybe that's equivalent to a gold trophy. Maybe a gold trophy equals a building. Maybe in your Mii-Verse world town, you'll have Peach's castle if you get the gold trophy. Platinum, who knows? Maybe you'll have the galaxy. Oh my god. So maybe bronze and silver stuff. Maybe a bronze trophy is kind of a statue or something. So you go into someone's Mii-Verse world. It's almost like an Animal Crossing type thing, right? And it makes it fun. It's not based on points and competition. It's based on kind of flourishing art. You know what I mean? Maybe you're walking around and you can see most things from the outside. Maybe you want to get specific, say Metroid. Maybe you go up to the Metroid area or the Metroid park or something. You walk into it, then you can kind of get a closer look at specific, Metroid achievements. Maybe if you got a silver trophy, you get Samus's suit in a display case or something like that. We kind of seen something like this in the past with, I believe it was Smash Brothers Melee, right? You get those trophies, and they were physical characters and stuff like that that you would collect. And you were able to go into your trophy area. Same idea, same concept, but like I said, a Mii-Verse world where maybe you click on someone's profile and you see kind of basic information, but maybe kind of faded out in the background. You see this flourishing town, right? And then if you click on Mii-Verse world, you zoom past the Mii character, go into the town, and like I said, like Animal Crossing, you could walk around in this town and see, people's achievements, but like in physical form, like a flourishing world. Maybe a Pokemon game or something. You can see all the Pokemon walking around. Will these things move? I don't know. Depends on how far they want to go. Why not do both? If you want to have like things that move around, like I said, have a Pokemon kind of like thing where you go in and see all the Pokemon walking around like in the farm or something. Maybe you could click something else and get like a different view, like a grid view. Another thought that I had, something like Mario Kart. Maybe you could like go into like the garage, quote unquote, and see all the different carts there. Like from all the, depending on what achievement you have, you can get the Mario, Luigi, Yoshi cart. And you could go down the line and see how many carts these people have in their garage in this Mii-Verse world.
And this really wouldn't be too hard to do. I mean, you could just developers could just use the models within their games. There could kind of be like just like a basic way to do it. Just put like the models out there in the park or something like that. You can be very basic with it just by putting certain models of things there, or you can go crazy and have things walking around.
PlayStation kind of does something like this right now. If you've heard of PlayStation Stars, it's this thing you have to activate, and once you do, you kind of get like points and stuff. But you could also unlock these like kind of like trinkets and characters and things, like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy, or certain kind of sneakers or something like that. But this is more like it's only, you could put them in like your trophy case, you know what I mean? But here we're talking about like a whole like Animal Crossing idea, a whole world you can go into and walk around in someone's like, profile world, Mii-Verse world. And one more thought I had about it was like, maybe, you can go up to somebody's like I said, if you get the Samus silver trophy, you get her suit and then a display case, you can walk up to this achievement and maybe put some sort of like sticker or spray paint on it, right? That says, kind of like basic Nintendo stuff like, good job, yay! And maybe you can enter your Mii-Verse world and it could be like, oh, you got, 12 more stickers since the last time you visited your world, and you could see, who put certain stickers on what achievements and what trophies and stuff like that. Maybe it's a wall of stickers. Maybe they just put like the stickers on the ground around like certain trophies. But yeah, guys, if Nintendo was gonna do achievements, I think this would be an awesome, the only way, honestly, to do it. And I think, honestly, it's time. And especially since we have a sequel system with things not being too crazy different right off the bat, obviously we're gonna have the graphics, but it's basically gonna be the same thing. I mean, what else can they do though? Because like the Switch kind of encompasses like every Nintendo system ever. You got the handheld aspect with the Game Boy. You have the console aspect with, the general console-ness. You have, the Joy-Cons that represent what the Nintendo Wii did. So the Nintendo Switch does everything, really. So I think if any time it's cool to finally implement some sort of Nintendo achievements, I think this is the best way. I think this is the only way. It makes it fun. It makes it not about like numbers or points or competition. It's just a fun, very Nintendo way to do achievements. And like I said, why not do it now to help Nintendo Switch 2 be different than the first one? Go check out the first video we did, guys, about another idea I think the Nintendo Switch 2 should have to make it different from the original. And let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what ideas you guys have that would make Nintendo Switch 2 differentiate from the first one. And let me know what you think about this Mii-Verse world idea. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Like I said, we're starting to see leaks and things like that. We're at the very beginning, but it's starting to ramp up, ladies and gentlemen. And I was just feeling it in the air, and your boy JcM had to come out and talk about the next Nintendo systems once again. And ladies and gentlemen, it's getting exciting. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for now. This is Joey JcM, and I will see you guys later. Wow.